From what no mother ever should.
I'm going to kill my own baby.
Here are 10 female YouTubers who got exposed as predators, starting with Zoe Leverne, who was once the golden girl of TikTok with millions of viewers and everything a Gen Z influencer could ask for. Behind the lip syncs and filters, however, was a story that unraveled into something far darker than cheating scandals or internet drama. But this was not just any kiss. It was one between 19-year-old Zoe and 13-year-old fellow TikToker Connor Joyce. And it wasn't just a moment taken out of context.
She kissed me, and as time went on, things started picking up to a worse and worse level.
No way,
She would engage in sexual conversations with me, sending me pictures, calling me on the phone, doing things on the phone with me, etc.
Worse, all this happened while Zoe Leverne was still very much in a public on-and-off relationship with Cody Orlov, making this a case of betrayal instead of just bad judgment. If she was hurting, she should have talked to Cody and not cheat on him. Initially, Zoe tried to deny these allegations, but her ex-boyfriend Cody didn't let her.
Zoe admitted that she cheated, but they're saying that when it was on the break. We were not on our break.
And in response, Zoe finally admitted everything.
I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of getting me put down because I'm a girl and I have feelings and I have a sensitive heart. So I'm not doing it anymore.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It happened. Yes, it happened. It's not, there's nothing that you can do. The video was leaked and it's out there.
This did nothing to stop the internet from labeling her a predator. Ma'am, you are 19. You should never, ever be catching feelings for a 13-year-old. But despite being exposed, Zoe Leverne has yet to be canceled. Unlike Laney Bot, who lost everything after being exposed as a groomer and child predator. Now known as Kai Jackson, at the time, Laney Bot branded herself as a soft-spoken queer icon.
So today I've decided I'm going to throw a gender reveal party for myself. I identify as agender, which to me means basically genderless.
But behind the non-binary pride flags and pastel vlogs was a disturbing truth. Kai rose to fame as the partner of controversial YouTuber Onision and often appeared as the more grounded, normal one in their chaotic relationship.
What do you hate about me?
That you're mean.
That's fair.
And you call me names.
Yep, I'm very mean. I call names.
But allegations soon revealed that Kai wasn't just complicit, she was actively grooming young fans.
I was 13. So you were a fan of them. Like that was the relationship with you being a fan of them.
I was like the biggest fan.
Once that bond was established, things turned darker with one of the most disturbing allegations coming from Sarah, a former fan who moved in with the couple as a minor under the promise of safety.
Hey Laney, I'm 14. And he said, oh, you look older. He sent me a message that said, I'm about to delete this app, here's my phone number, and he gave me his phone number. And at this time I was 14.
But when she turned 18, she was pressured into an sexual relationship with both Kai and Onision.
The two told me that they kissed at the airport, and things generally seemed okay. One night we were all laying in bed together. Her girlfriend was on one side, and I was on the other. Both of us found ourselves kissing Laney pretty heavily. If her girlfriend was kissing her lips, I was kissing her neck, and vice versa.
This left no doubt that Kai's goal was never connection. It was access, bringing underage girls into the toxic orbit of both themselves and Onision. And the internet made its verdict loud and clear. That despite the overwhelming digital evidence, however, neither Kai nor Onision have been charged. And while both creators have been banned and demonetized across most platforms with their reputations destroyed, the lasting impact they had on their victims remains.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch you, Bill.
Please don't hurt me.
But Laney Bot wasn't the only queer YouTuber to abuse their platform. Like her, Anna Campbell earned
I don't understand why these older famous queer people या फिर normal YouTubers or influencers just want to text or sexually harass 14-year-old children.
much love for her outspoken persona and strong presence within the community.
Do that again. I gotta get in a better position.
But in 2021, that illusion shattered.
Just in case there is anyone that still does not believe Anna Campbell is an abuser simply because she is a woman, let me remind you who we are dealing with. Wake the F up.
Behind the pride flags and soft lighting, multiple ex-girlfriends came forward, and what they described wasn't just a toxic relationship.
We are survivors. Anna Campbell has publicly used her platform as a weapon against us and many others. Anna Campbell glorified and fantasized the use of hard drugs in our relationships and to her young viewers, but was aware that I fell into a drug-induced psychosis while in a relationship with her. Anna Campbell filmed videos of me using hard drugs without my knowledge or permission.
And sent them to me
Where
while I
are
was
their
still in high school,
parents?
glamorizing the use
The
of
only
hard
question I
drugs.
have
But
is
if that
where
wasn't
are
bad
their
enough,
parents?
Anna
Why
didn't just
is no
target
one, like,
adults.
literally
Without my knowledge, Anna Campbell was
looking
sexting
out
with
for her?
minors while in a relationship with me. Anna also sent explicit photos to a group chat of young fans, some as young as 12 years old.
In response, Anna tried to paint herself as the victim.
Just had a complete breakdown on Twitter. And I think the only way that anybody's gonna understand that I really can't take this anymore.
But the internet had already reached its verdict. I've been graped, so I'm not a grapist is the sorriest excuse I've ever heard. Fans unsubscribed, brands pulled sponsorships, and former collaborators publicly cut ties. And while no charges were ever filed and no legal action taken, her reputation was burned to the ground. Anna really needs to take a break from the internet. Get offline. As of 2025,
Ban her.
Anna's platform
They
is a
should be
shell of what it
banned.
once was, with no new uploads and comments turned off. But even Anna's horrendous actions did not compare to Lovely Peach's unhinged behavior.
I am so happy right now because I'm going to my own baby.
Real name Brittany Johnson, Lovely Peaches originally rose to internet infamy for her chaotic content. So when she had her
Hella.
baby, people thought it was just trolling. But it didn't take long until it became clear this wasn't a persona. This was a predator in plain sight.
I've already made people have her and a boy show her tonight.
Worse, on top of openly talking about abusing her daughter, Cora, Lovely Peaches also bragged about helping predators.
Guys, I just made $150 because I sold Cora to traffickers.
Videos showed her threatening to harm her baby and encouraging minors to send inappropriate photos.
Tell your kids I'll follow them back on Instagram to make them feel better.
But despite all this evidence, for years, the internet simply watched everything unfold. Until 2020, when Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook all began banning her accounts. By then, the
brightest
FBI
thing
had
you
also
can do.
received
This is the
numerous
best
reports,
thing you
and
can
soon, Child Protective Services got involved, placing Cora into full-time protective care, with Johnson no longer allowed to have unsupervised contact with her. But while that makes Lovely
This is about
Peaches an
to
abusive
appear in our
parent,
dreams
Ellie
tonight.
Rixon was part of a growing wave of young adults making money through adult content.
I was one of the first ever girls to make a profile on OnlyFans. Ellie's been the driving force between us.
But sometime in 2023, Ellie crossed a line that should have never been crossed.
A lot of people do find what we do is wrong, so obviously we're mother and daughter.
She brought in a 16-year-old girl to film explicit content with her. Once investigations
think
began,
before
Ellie told
doing
police she
anything.
thought the girl was 18. But when law enforcement raided her digital devices, what they found was horrifying. 43 images involving rape, violence, and penetrative acts with minors were classified as the most serious level of child abuse material, and even more files involved minors in sexual or exploitative situations. This was proof that Ellie was, in fact, the predator the internet suspected her to be, and she was charged, receiving a 24-month suspended sentence, which was still better than the outcome faced by
messed
Colleen
up.
Ballinger, whose YouTube alter
सारे
ego
लोग
may be
minus
the
को
singer,
पीछे क्यों
but in
पड़े
real
हैं?
life, it's she who's facing the music.
Okay, the thing is that कि they also don't realize, okay, कि वो लोग minors के साथ जो ये कर रहे हैं, it's gonna get exposed, okay, and whatever they are doing is not right. वो उनको लगता है, अपने दिमाग में उनको लगता है कि हम बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं. नहीं हो आप अच्छे इंसान.
For over a decade, Colleen was praised as a quirky internet star, building a brand that directly targeted children and teens. But behind the staged weirdness and cringe comedy, a darker truth was unfolding.
Do you want a cheese bone?
I'd love one.
I can't believe I'm reaching in there right now.
And this wasn't new, as exposed in April 2020 by Irish YouTuber Adam McIntyre.
Oh, no. I remember what happened. We walked up, and whenever I was hugging her, she said, "I'm so sorry I didn't bring your lingerie." I was 13 to 15 during this time. I'm still really young now. I'm only 17.
By his early teens, he revealed that the YouTuber had sent him actual lingerie as a
Holy
joke.
crap.
But in response to the backlash, Colleen only tried to deflect the blame.
It was like a big joke within the fandom. I did this publicly. That live stream is still up right now. And I've always given out weird random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume.
But
I've given out
lingerie to a
button
child?
pins, dirty shoes. A few weeks ago, I sent a fan like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff. And so in my mind at the time,
Giving out weird stuff to your fans and giving lingerie to a child, okay, to a minor, is totally different.
this was no different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke.
Unfortunately for her, the internet was not buying her excuses. The kid did not ask for the lingerie. Colleen edited her video to look like that. Adam then posted the uncut video where Colleen made the decision to send it to him, and Colleen was forced to make a public apology.
I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time.
But in June 2023, another layer of her grooming behavior came to light.
Colleen did to Cody what she did to me.
Yeah, duh. He was a child. He's not even the only child that she was talking to. She was literally in DMs talking to children about sex. Here's one. Are you a virgin?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So, I never
Why?
thought these messages would get out, but that was to me. These messages were to me. In our group chat with Colleen, we were in a group chat called the Weenies.
And that was all the internet needed to call for Colleen to be burned at the stake. No wonder her apology video was so terrible. She didn't have underage interns writing it for her. But the YouTuber only dug her own grave deeper with her next, now infamous apology.
19 video. This is one of the most famous like apology video. Okay, काफी सारे इंटरनेट पे बहुत famous apology video हैं, but ये एक one of the most famous है. इसके बारे में काफी ज़्यादा creators ने बात किया था, मुझे याद है.
You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station.
Not only was this incredibly insulting to the victims, but it was also the final nail in the coffin of Colleen Ballinger's career. I don't feel enough people are talking about how weird, manipulative, and creepy Colleen is. The fact that she had these close relationships with children, telling them inappropriate-ish and using them as counselors. Since her apology song, Colleen hasn't posted on her main channel. The image of a lovable, awkward YouTuber now long gone. Which is also what happened to true crime commentator ZavGirl after she decided to profit off a child's murder.
ZavGirl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos.
Initially, the YouTuber had a reputation for being calm, methodical, and focused on facts over speculation. But all that changed in November of 2023 when she covered the murder of 11-year-old Gannon Stauch.
Coverage of the Letitia Stauch murder trial. Today, jurors learned more about Gannon Stauch's injuries before he died. Letitia is accused of murdering her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon, in 2020.
She testified saying there were a total of 18 sharp force injuries from a knife or a blade, 4 blunt force injuries, including skull fractures, and 1 gunshot wound to Gannon's chin area.
Despite the brutality of the case, ZavGirl uploaded a video that stunned the entire true crime community.
A woman with a YouTube page under the name of ZavGirl somehow recently acquired Gannon's autopsy photos and included them in a video she created on the pay site Patreon. The site charges $3 to watch the video.
Investigations revealed the YouTuber had filed a records request for Gannon's autopsy and used it as content to profit from. A snake of a woman to do something like that. I hope Gannon's parents file a lawsuit against her and YouTube. Nothing can be more degrading and disgusting and pathetic as this. Following this backlash, ZavGirl tried to defend herself.
She did it for scientific reasons.
Using a child's autopsy. And उस पे इसने पैसे भी लगा रखे हैं that if you want to really watch that video, you have to pay this some amount of money and then you can pay it, which is like literally so cruel. Being a crime documentary channel.
for the benefit of people who find the autopsy process interesting and informative.
And when that didn't work, she uploaded a predictable apology.
To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down. I cannot imagine the pain Gannon's family has gone through. My anger over what happened to Gannon is the reason I started following the case. I'm not this evil, heartless person.
But nothing could reverse describing the fatal injuries of an 11-year-old like it was a product review.
Hopefully, she keeps losing subs. Hopefully, every time I come and check to see how her sub count's going, it's going down.
Since then, ZavGirl has removed the autopsy stream from her channel, which has taken a hit, with streams growing less frequent and her online presence slowly fading away. Much like SS Sniperwolf, who not only lost her channel, but also did something highly illegal. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my most recent actions. They are inexcusable. With over 30 million subscribers, Alia Shalesh, aka SS Sniperwolf, was once seen as YouTube's quirky reaction queen. On the surface, her thumbnails were flashy, her jokes PG, and her brand squeaky clean.
Hello, friends, it's me.
I used to like her a lot.
Flashed before their eyes, caught on camera.
But in October 2023, when fellow YouTuber Jack Films criticized her reaction content for being lazy,
in each of her hundreds and hundreds of videos, she plays other people's TikToks and provides extremely base level commentary.
What the heck, is running sideways.
What?
Wow. Viewers got to see a different and much more dangerous side of her.
She's in your house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's literally outside your door.
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what? She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
And that wasn't all Alia did.
Last night, Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers.
But long before she doxed Jack Films, SS Sniperwolf was already showing signs of being a predator.
No, dude, but this is a sexy boy and a cute girl. What's up?
Oh, next Jacob Sartorius.
What's your Instagram?
I have to give it to you now.
In resurfaced footage from her Omegle videos, Alia was seen engaging in highly inappropriate conversations with underage teens, including flirty dialogue, explicit jokes, and invasive questions.
Close your leg. Close my leg?
Yeah, close your leg.
Why?
Because this is sexual.
How is it sexual? I'm sitting comfortably.
I'm a minor.
Oh my god, I can't sit with my legs spread in front of a minor. Jeez.
Yeah.
Worse, she manipulated them, prompting YouTubers like Penguin Zero to call her out.
Encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad film. She wagered her saying that if these underage looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show
Sexualizing and recording these minors for millions to watch for profit.
He was hella scared to see me like, not this bitch. Next. Hi, you have a very small nipple. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Viewers called for YouTube to take action. YouTube needs to take action. This is setting an unbelievably terrifying precedent for the future, which the platform did, demonetizing Alia's channel, forcing her to finally issue an apology. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my most recent actions. They are inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. But fans were not ready to accept that. YouTube demonetizes her today, and she instantly writes her most generic ChatGPT response to the situation. Goes from joking about it to a fake-ass apology in a day. Since then, her career, once built on scripted gameplay, borrowed jokes, and fake charm, lies in pieces with a permanent stain on her name. Much like what happened to that vegan teacher, real name Katie Karen Diekmeyer, who became one of the most hated figures on the internet for
अगर तुमने ये बोला that this lady also like texted minors.
how she promoted veganism.
Turn to Jesus. Why would I do that when I can turn to tofu?
Which she proved she could take even further in a now infamous video where she compared feeding a baby a barbecue rib to sexual assault.
Your sister takes the dead body part of an innocent animal who didn't want to die and feeds it to your child. If this had been somebody's
covered in sauce, the child would have had the same reaction.
And if that wasn't bad enough, Katie then doubled.
Do you remember wo? There is an Indian streamer, okay, same, उसने भी same चीज़ बोला था, okay, like to do this with a child, फिर उसको arrest किया गया था, and this lady also said similar thing to her, not like the exact words, like similar thing है, okay. That's weird.
Down on her stance, using phrases like vegan virginity when talking about infants.
If a mother tells you
Yes,
not to
why?
put something in her child's mouth, and you do it, you have essentially to that child's palate. This baby had a right to maintain her vegan virginity.
As expected, the internet was not happy about this. Virginity and baby should never be discussed or uttered in the same sentence.
Exactly.
This is repulsive. But despite the backlash for her predatory behavior, Katie is somehow still online, with her most recent controversy being a bold claim about the late Pope.
The Pope is in hell right now because he was cruel to cows.
I'm Catholic, and this frickin' woman makes me so mad. She said the Pope was a disgrace to Jesus and the world is a better place without him. She has a sick, twisted mind. Much like Reagan McNulty, who tried to use her ex-boyfriend for personal profit. Known for soft pastels and dreamy aesthetics,
Come with me to
Ooh, she looks like a streamer.
Reagan shocked the internet in 2023 when she accused ex-boyfriend Mr. T. Lexify of abuse.
I am here to set all of Lex's lies straight, and I am here to provide evidence that Lex Adrian
She is a
Iwan
streamer.
Clista groomed me, raped me, and abused me physically.
She claimed she was a minor and was groomed by her boyfriend.
My story starts with Lex grooming me at the age of 15. Lex was 18 years old at this point. Our relationship was never normal, and there was always an obvious power dynamic from the start. I started off as a fan of Lex's, and Lex would use his power to manipulate me into being silent about what was happening behind closed doors.
Now, the internet listened and sympathized with her until Lex came forward with his side of the story, backed by emails, screenshots, and Reagan's own confessions.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNulty, or Pure Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims by my abuser and harasser.
According to Lex, Reagan was already cheating on him in 2021 with an underage boy named Lawrence.
She told me she wanted to pursue someone named Lawrence. She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 17 when I found her diary that detailed her cheating on me as an adult.
And that wasn't all. Lex revealed that Reagan lured underage boys into their LA apartment.
She had been cheating on me with 5 underage boys from her high school throughout our relationship. She lured them into my place in Los Angeles to take promiscuous photos of her in exchange for...
But even this wasn't the worst thing she had done.
She decided to bite my face for once again looking through my phone and thinking I was cheating. Reagan went into a manic episode and broke a wooden board on my back and then started destroying the Airbnb. Reagan says she was using marijuana, which is not at all possible, as Airbnb hosts do not allow drug use on their property. The Airbnb host Victor even questioned why it looked like someone had repeatedly stabbed the walls, which were damages from Reagan that I had to pay for.
After learning about Reagan's predatory and violent behaviors, viewers started sympathizing with Lex. This is absolutely sick. I'm sorry you had to deal through all of this. Much love, man. Hope you much luck throughout your life and career. Reagan, on the other hand, faced massive backlash, losing followers, getting socially blacklisted, and being widely labeled as an emotional abuser across social media, proving that sometimes behind the ring lights and curated content, some creators aren't just influencers, they're predators.
Yep.
From Sam Pepper.
A lot of, I feel like ki at this point even in Indian community also there have been a lot of creators and influencers जो कि expose हो रखे हैं, ठीक है ना, being a predator or texting a minor or anyone, ठीक है. So it's a big problem and तुमने similar case देखा होगा, ठीक है, उसका प्रतीक का, you have seen प्रतीक का similar case. We had all the proofs, we were provided with all the proofs about him texting to minors, okay, inappropriate things. Still his account is available, he is again posting and people are liking, which is like literally this is the worst thing you can do. You should cancel him, right, for what he did.